morning to you and great evening to everyone. Welcome to the 96th episode of Beautiful Minds with me, Kirthi. It's a live chat show with unsung heroines around the world. And today with me, I have got one of my very oldest friends. This is Pramoda Menon. She is from USA right now. And it's early morning there. So probably we all need to wish her good morning. She's like early morning. She is a speech language pathologist. She's an amateur dancer. If I say call her an amateur dancer, you should definitely go and explore her page. നമ്മളിങ്ങനെ പൊളിക്കുകയാണ്. It is just for enjoyment. She dances and she's a working mom. So, Pramoda, officially welcome to my show.
Thank you. Thank you for the early morning wish too.
And to the audience out there, we might be in a combination of English and Malayalam for the day. Karnam, as she is in USA, it will be great if she can have other friend of hers also to actually watch this. അപ്പൊ അതുകൊണ്ട് തൽക്കാലം ഇന്ന് നിങ്ങൾ കുറച്ച് ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് അടിച്ചു കലക്കി കുടിച്ചിട്ട് വേണം ഇവിടെ ഇരിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട്. So we are going to go ahead and go on. പ്രമോദ, എന്തൊക്കെയാണ് വിശേഷങ്ങൾ? എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നു it's been almost 25 years I have met you, അല്ലെ? After our fourth standard, it's the first time I think we are meeting, and that on a virtual mode. And that's so great.
Really? So, remind me, Kirthi, I thought you were there in St. Anthony's till our 10th grade.
Oh my God. Yes. Oh. I'm so sorry. Yes. Exactly.
Change though.
Yeah, but I think that there was a change in the division because I cannot recollect that part of it. But we need to go back to our class photo and find out like where we are in between this.
Sure you're in the class picture. I mean, we are in the same class. At least on the.
Oh, is it? All right.
So it's not
no, you wouldn't believe. Yeah, it's not right. So we'll just cut short, like 15 years, at least like 15 years of time. But you wouldn't believe that recently, I actually took up our class photograph and I was just asking my husband, like, can you find me somewhere? And I was like, okay, this is you. And it was like refreshment. And look at the coincidence that today for my show, I have you there with me. So what's happening? Like, it's been after a long time we are meeting, and how is life going on?
Life is going good. Busy, you know how it is.
I know. Yeah. And I think I probably need to tell the audience out there, like there was a time when I actually contacted Pramoda and I was just asking her, like, can you just come and share your story? But at that time she was expecting for her second child and she's like, right now I don't think I'll be in a position to sit back and talk.
It was like my 8-month pregnancy and I'm like,
yeah, that's right.
Come and talk to you. And I was working too that time. I worked till my 40th week. So it was
that's
hard.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think
patience.
Yeah. But I think that as we say in a Malayalam movie, like എല്ലാത്തിനും അതിന്റേതായ സമയമുണ്ട് ദാസ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന പോലെ, maybe this is the right time where we are there after a long time. Let's move on to your let's start from the beginning, Pramoda. Like when we were in school, I don't think that you were into this profession. You had I don't think that in school any of us had any thought like we're going to be into this profession. But how did this come up? Like you turned up to be a speech pathologist, and let's start from that journey. Like after the 10th standard, what was going on? What was happening in your life?
So, obviously, after 10th, I did +2 science. Honestly, I didn't know anything about speech pathology too. I wanted to do some dairy farming because I love chocolate. So all kind of that time you don't think about things. You just all mature thinking. Anyway, it's a bizarre way I got into this field. My grandfather, he's the role model for me. He called me one day after my +2 exam and all that I was doing nothing. And he called me one day and said, oh, you're going to this college. I got you in this college. It's a speech and language course. I had no idea what he was talking about. When he said speech and language, I was like, oh, maybe something about talking or news reading. I had no idea. So that's how I went into the field because he wanted me closer. I learned in Mysore, and that time I was with my mom's place, Sultan Betteri Wayanad. So I was very close to Mysore. So he wanted me closer, and he just made me go there. It took me 1 month to realize what I'm learning. I had no idea. It was like all medical, anatomy, physiology, which I like. I like that biology field, but I had no idea what is this about. So, one month I got an idea. Then for the first year, in college, you don't really know what you're doing. You just go chill, all that. For first bachelor's, then I was like, yes, I want to be a speech pathologist. And obviously, 4 years. I did master's right away. That's how I got into the field, and that's what I'm doing now.
I think usually kids actually get a question like, "What do you want to do after your 12th?" And I think it's the first time someone is telling me that I was admitted first in the college, and I was being said like, "You're going to do this
I
right
know.
now," and
So I
that was a
love to
surprise.
talk about this story when people ask, like, this is such a weird story, but I'm so grateful to
Yeah.
my grandpa, that's why I'm here now. But I had no idea what it was or anything. So he had a friend, and his daughter was also doing speech language pathology.
Mhm.
So he knew it. And I guess he saw that in me, whatever. Yeah, he's like my father. So yeah, I'm so grateful to him. I love my job.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Pramoda, I would really love you to actually put some light on what you exactly do. Like speech language a pathologist is something like a wide range, but you are specialized in something. Would you like to just give out some light to other people out there those are new to this kind? Like what exactly does it mean by a speech language pathologist and what exactly are you specialized into?
Okay. I would love to. That's my area. I've been doing it for, it's been 12 years now. So
Mm-hmm.
speech language pathology, first thing, it's like speech therapist. And the main
Mm-hmm.
two variations is one is with kids and one is with adults, like geriatric and
Okay.
adult population. And mine is with older population. I don't work with kids. I have two kids. That's enough. I can't see more kids. I don't have patients with other kids too. Anyway, so I work with older population here in
Mm-hmm.
outpatient rehab facility. It's like
Mm-hmm.
people who have stroke or dementia or brain injury, Alzheimer's. So those people will go to the hospital if they have any kind of medical issues, and
Okay.
um, I think it's the trend, same thing in India too, but here, right after that, they need a rehab specialization before they go home. So we want them to be
Mm-hmm.
safe, able to think through things. Um,
Okay.
so that's when they come to my rehab facility. And then another major section of speech is working with the swallow. So if you have
Mm-hmm.
any trouble eating or drinking, you have to go to a speech pathologist, not to a doctor. So a lot of people
Ah,
don't know that. Yeah.
yes.
Even if you tell the doctor that, hey, I have problem while eating, they should be telling you to go to a speech path because we are specialized in it. So we are also called
Mm-hmm.
dysphagia specialist. Dysphagia is like
Mm-hmm.
swallowing disorder. So
Okay.
that is what I do with my patients here. I'm more focused on their swallow. We want to make sure they're eating and drinking safely when they go home. Some people cannot eat, they have to be fed through the tube. So we have to make sure their oral musculature is fine. It's not declining, all that. It's a lot of digging through, but that's the major area that I am specialized in with older population with swallow and their cognitive skills. I don't know. That's
Great.
too much to kind of
No,
cover.
no, no, it's not. Like, I think it's a lot of information that we never knew about that. Like a very normal person who's not into this, what you say is that when you have a throat pain, you go to a doctor. But this is new information. At least for me, it's a new information one. The second is that just a curiosity I had it. Like, did you have any plans you're going to specialize on this particularly, or this accidentally happened? Like you were being no, guided to get into this.
Okay. When during the studies, I had a more interest in neurology. So
Mm-hmm.
anything with brain functions, അതെല്ലാം പിന്നെ
Mm-hmm.
India, I practiced only for 6 months. So, and I
Mm-hmm.
was not much with this population. Once I started working, started in New York. So,
Mm-hmm.
the population started, I was like, this is so, I mean, it was new to me too. I'm like, so much we can do, which I learned theory wise, but not really with the
Mm-hmm.
like practical. And uh, the main thing is you can see the difference when a patient comes to you with so much trouble eating, who cannot
Mm-hmm.
eat or enjoy the food, and once you work with them after several months, there are instances where I have the patient go back to a regular eating way. So the
Mm-hmm.
patient, then I'm like, I have to be more, and then you get more courses and training things you can do. So I took all
Mm-hmm.
that, and that's how I'm doing it now. Yeah. Yeah.
That's again beautiful. I think you have given a lot of information about what exactly specialize into. इनके दोनों तो when you go into in depth, it's like more to learn about it.
Yes, I get a lot of people like, oh, I can speak. I don't need you. Like, no, that's not it is. Yeah. So people are പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് കാര്യമില്ല. Speech pathologist, speech therapist, for me, people have that impression. It's about, oh, if you can talk, you go to a speech, but it's definitely more than that.
I would like to just add on one thing by a question, like in a humor, that have you ever got a patient who says that I've got a throat pain and the doctor sends it to you and you're being questioned, like, what are you doing here? Because I have got have you ever had such situation or some?
Definitely, but not for a throat pain. It's only if they say they cannot swallow. That's when they go to us. But see, there are people like, who are you? What are you doing? And in the settings I am, I don't wear an apron. I just have the scrubs on. So they're like, I am here to
Mhm.
be a doctor, not you. So I've got that, yeah, many times. Yeah, that's not
That's so fun. That's so great. Moving on to the second one, which we have add on with your profile, Inkit, although it's been very recently that you're very live on the reels on doing your dancing and things. But I cannot recollect anywhere in the school that you were into dancing. Were you really into that? No, right?
No, I was not. I mean, I still enjoy dancing. I didn't take any classes,
Yeah,
but I was not.
yeah,
I don't think we even had so many opportunities in the school.
that's
It's
right.
only like the
Very true.
annual, whatever. I was not into. I was always having like stage fear of that. I think I started dancing in front of people was when I started college. So,
Uh-huh.
now I'm like, after having two kids and then this full-time job and COVID, not meeting my family and India I was kind of had medical issues, uh, anxiety, depression, and language. I was like, I have to do something, something else. And that's how I started, obviously, thanks to one of my friend too. പിന്നെ just like fun. അതൊരു എന്താ പറയാ ഒരു something to look forward to other than your job എന്ന് പറയില്ലേ for some
Very
reason.
true.
And now I have my audiences like my two kids, they will dance with me. So കൂടുതൽ
Yeah.
അങ്ങനെ
No, I enjoy that seriously, Pramoda. I really enjoy that because I love when, no, especially when women actually start exploring apart from their work. And I think you're doing a fabulous job. Recently, I was entertained by one where your son actually got his, no, some results and you both were enjoying. I was like, wow, yeah, let my son get a bit more older so that I can get him as well. But it was like a
start
super
training
cool.
them at this age itself.
That's right.
Yeah, he got his
Now,
green belt in karate, so we were celebrating that.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah, yellow belts if I'm right.
Yeah, sorry,
You
yeah,
get a
that was
yellow.
way better. Yeah, yellow belt. Yeah.
Yellow belly, got it. Yeah, I could recollect that part of it, and it was really fun to look into that. Now, moving on with the other part of it, Pramod, what are future plans? Like, you're already working in this. Are you planning to go ahead and do something extra on that, or what are future plans?
Um, I don't think I have not. I mean, honestly, I started. My plan was to go to US to do a PhD degree.
Mm-hmm.
Other, it's like up in the air. I have no idea when I'll do it. I want to do it one day. Maybe when the kids are, more grown up, all that. But see, professionally, other than the education part, I just want to be more specialized in dysphagia and maybe go to a hospital setting rather than in a rehab setting now. അങ്ങനെ
Mm-hmm.
ചെറിയ ചെറിയ ആഗ്രഹങ്ങളുള്ളൂ.
All right. It was so wonderful, Pramoda Kadam. In Kitonu, this is the first time I have a friend of mine after a long time on the show. We did have few of our friends in the list coming up and joining and sharing, but I was still in contact with them in some or the other way. To you, I think it's after a long time I contacted and you were like very happy to come and just talk to me. And I was like so excited. I was just telling the audience the same thing. I'm so excited, like the audience more than them. I'm excited to meet my friend there. So I would really like to thank you for being a part of the show and sharing a small story with us and making people think and understand what exactly speech, no, language pathology and being a pathologist, how do you work on that? But I would really love to ask just one more question before we wind up and we say a bye to everyone. What would you love to actually share as a message to someone who is watching the video right now or later on with a bit of experience into your personal life or your professional life? Would you like to actually pass on something to others from your side?
Uh, I I don't know. I mean, if you love people, this is one of the job you can consider doing it. It's definitely not like a doctor, but it's like helping people. And if you have a passion towards them, I mean, some people are good with the computers and some are with the people. So out of
Yeah.
passion, I think this is one of the job you can. I'm like more talking to like a professional guidance here. I don't know, but small kids, I know talk to people, my cousins and friends, kids. അവരൊക്കെ ചോദിക്കുമ്പം ചിലർ വന്ന് ചോദിക്കും I like this. I mean, I know something about speech. How can I do this? So this is what I say.
Mhm.
Like if you love treating people, definitely this is one of a job. that you can consider doing it. Yeah, I don't know what else to say.
And I think I would just add on one more thing. If you are a person who would love to dance, please go ahead and dance.
Oh, yeah.
That is a message.
Time is the only thing
Good.
stopping me from creating more reels, but I love to. Yes. Yeah.
Great, wonderful. Pramoda, wish you all the very best for all the things which you're doing right now. And once again, thank you so much for being a part of this episode and just sharing your story with us. I know it's early morning there, but I really appreciate your love and your effort for being a part of this in the early morning time.
Thank you so much
Just
for having me too, Kirti. I was so excited when you started messaging. Kochi is the place I miss all the time. എപ്പോഴും എറണാകുളം thoughts എപ്പോഴും ഉണ്ട്. I lived there for like, till my 15 year.
I.
It was so nice to hear you talk, and then I watched some of your videos too. Manju's video, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, many of the videos I've watched. You're doing a great job too, and thank you so much for having me.
Pleasure is mine always, I would say, to meet up my friends. And at least this is a platform where I could actually recollect all my friends here and talk to them. So nothing much to say. Have a great weekend ahead. And tomorrow is the Easter, so wish you advance Easter wishes. Keep on going, creating videos and make others feel that, come on, let's dance here. We don't have to think that we are professional dancers. So just keep going and just keep smiling, which is so good.
I think it will work.
That's right, very true. And to the audience out there, thank you so much for being a part of our episode today. It's again, as I always say, you've been supporting from the beginning till now as we're completing our 96 episodes. Just 4 more episodes, we are on to our 100 episode. We're so much excited to bring out some really interesting women out there. So keep supporting, and as I always say, keep smiling and have a great weekend ahead. Nothing much to say. Let's catch up on next Saturday. And Pramoda, thank you once again for being a part of this episode.
Bye-bye. Bye.